The afternoon sun warmed the colorful rubber mats of the playground, turning the slides into glittering rockets and the swings into soaring eagles. In the center of it all was Jaxon, a boy with a smile as wide as the summer sky, clutching a small plastic pot of bubbles. With a deep, hopeful breath, he dipped his wand and blew. A cascade of shimmering orbs tumbled into the air, each one a tiny, floating rainbow. They wobbled and danced, catching the light before vanishing with a soft pop. For a few minutes, Jaxon was happy in his own bubble-filled universe. But then he noticed he had an audience. Lily, who had been meticulously building a sandcastle, let her shovel drop, her eyes tracking a giant bubble as it floated past her turret. Mateo, a whirlwind of energy on the monkey bars, paused mid-swing, mesmerized by the shimmering spheres. Soon, a small group of children had gathered, their faces a mixture of curiosity and wonder. Jackson's first instinct was to clutch his bubble pot a little tighter, but then he saw their hopeful faces. He remembered how lonely it felt to play by yourself when everyone else was having fun together. He took a brave step forward, his voice a little shy. "Do you want to try?" A chorus of "Yes, please" and "Can I?" erupted around him. Jackson's single pot of bubbles became the treasure of the playground. He became the official bubble maker, dipping the wand with great ceremony and holding it steady while each child took a turn blowing. Lily blew a stream of tiny, frantic bubbles that zipped around like excited bees. Mateo, with his powerful lungs, sent one enormous, wobbling globe sailing over the slide, earning a collective gasp of awe. They didn't just blow bubbles, they played with them. They chased them, trying to catch them on their fingertips without popping them. They had contests to see who could blow the biggest bubble or keep one aloft the longest with gentle puffs of air. They pretended the bubbles were alien spaceships invading the jungle gym or fairy treasure that had to be protected. The playground, usually a patchwork of separate games, had melted into one joyous, collaborative celebration. The air was filled with the sound of giggles, the soft popping of bubbles, and shouts of "Look at that one!" and "It went so high!" Jackson's heart felt like it was floating, lighter than the biggest bubble. His own joy hadn't disappeared. It had multiplied, reflected back at him in the gleaming, happy faces of his new friends. The pot of soapy water was nearly empty, but the playground was full of something even better: connection. As the sun began to dip lower, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, a mother called out that it was time to go. The children dispersed with waves and "See you tomorrows." Jaxon picked up his empty bubble pot, a sticky, happy mess. He walked home, not just with the memory of the bubbles, but with the memory of shared laughter and the wonderful, fizzy feeling of making a whole playground full of friends. And he knew, with absolute certainty, that the best kind of magic is the kind you share.